let's talk about why high ticket sucks and what is the alternative to the high ticket. So I have done 20 million plus for myself and $30 million, including my client revenue. And I can tell you that we did most of it with the high ticket and also with the low ticket. It was combined, and we have done it both. Sales team, they don't want to do the webinar, right? It is a hassle. If you have done it, you know what I'm talking about, okay? And if you're thinking of doing it, then I tell you there is a better way. There is a better path to go about it. Today, we're gonna talk about high ticket and low ticket, why high ticket sucks, and what to do instead. And this is the exact process that I'm using right now. You'll see me that I make a couple of videos, but I actually have different things going on. I actually have different low ticket offers going on at the moment, and they make me quite a bit of money, and I don't have to make content for that. I make this content to help you guys out. I don't make the content to help my business grow. Okay, that's different. And I can tell you, I have done low ticket to high ticket, and I have just done low ticket. At the moment, just the low ticket is working so much better, and I can tell you why. But first, let's talk about why high ticket sucks. First of all, it's a group coaching, right? And the expectations are really high. Like, it is not just a normal group coaching. Like, they're expecting a lot from you, right? You have to provide them a lot of value. They need to feel like, aha. Because remember, they just paid 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 in some cases, and even 100,000 in some cases. They're expecting a lot. Like, they're expecting you to make them $30,000 or more, right? They're expecting you to make them $5,000 or more of what they just paid, right? Otherwise, why would anyone join a coaching program? Because they're expecting to get that value from this program. So it's a lot of pressure. You have to show up, right? When you charge $5,000, when you charge $10,000, you have to be professional, right? You have to have coaches. You have to have all these people, right? You have to have proper systems in place. They expect a lot of things from you. It is just a hassle. And I know many people are kind of tired of hopping on a calls all the time. Coaching requires you to hop on a call, right? Whereas a one-time course, a one-time low ticket offer, a book, right? A $27 course, right? Something like that, you just make once. I just make a video once and you can use it however much you want. Like, you can use it anytime, right? Whereas coaching program, you have to hop on a call every month, every week. It is a lot. And not just a group coaching, because many people actually don't get their questions answered in a group coaching. So they will message you privately. And what do? Like, you have to answer those questions, right? Because again, they just paid $5,000, $10,000 for your help. So like, you cannot just ignore, right? Otherwise, what happens is that you may get a refund request. You may get a charge back. They're unhappy. They're going to go complain. So they just like a lot of things that happens when you have a group coaching program. It's not as simple as, hey, I'm just going to do a group coaching program and I'll be done. Like, you won't be done. It won't be that easy because people are going to expect a lot of things from you. The second thing is, again, high expectation, right? This goes with not just coaching program, with everything. They expect you to reply on time. They expect your team members not to make any mistakes, right? They expect them to have everything on point. They expect the videos and the courses to be perfect. There is just a lot of high expectation, and that is a key to unhappiness. The key to happiness from Charlie Munger, not from me. The key to happiness from Charlie Munger is a low expectation. When someone has a low expectation, they come in, right? They come in, anything above that expectation is great. Like, they're happy about it. But typically when you're selling a high ticket, you have high expectation. Like, they're expecting a lot of things from you, right? So when that happens, what's going to happen, right? The expectation is going to come down and they're not going to be happy, and you're not going to have good reviews. And that's the other reason why many coaching company, they generally don't have a great review. It's not a company that can have a great review, to be honest. There are very, very few coaching program companies that I have seen in the past 7, 8, 10 years in the industry that have a great reputation. There were few. There were very, very few. Like those were kind of like the exception in the industry, right? But many of them, actually, they did not have that great of a review. The next thing is a sales team, right? If you have managed a sales team before, it is a lot. First of all, you have to pay them 20, 25% commission. If you sell for $10,000, that $2,000, $2,500 is gone. That pays for the sales team, right? What do? They hop on a call and they pressure the person to buy. Like, they do high ticket sales. Do you even know what the high ticket sale is? Like, it's basically asking them question and tactfully making them feel like this is what they need right now and they need to buy right now, and telling them, oh, it's going to be $20,000, but if you buy today, it's only $15,000, right? It's those things, right? There's a saying, I'm not sure who it is, but person who is not good at product focuses on marketing, and the person who is not good at marketing focuses on the sales. And that's what it is. You did all the marketing, you don't have a good product, you did all the marketing, you brought them on the phone, now you're focusing on the sales. And this is typically what causes a high expectation, because salespeople are on the phone are going to do anything to close the deal. They're going to tell you like, hey client, you're going to make $30,000. Just pay us $5,000 and you're going to be rich, right? They're going to make all kinds of promises, and it is not going to go well. That is typically where the high expectation and all those things come from. And for many people, like, there is no choice. Like, that is what you have to do. If you want to make this business work with high ticket, then that's what you have to do. Otherwise, no one is going to buy on the phone, right? They're not going to buy it. It's just not going to work. So the solution is to just not do the high ticket. It just sucks in every way. The next thing is becoming a guru. If you have a high ticket, they need to trust that you are going to deliver. They're not going to buy from a company with no face, no person, no brand, right? They need to trust somebody. So they need to see who is behind that. So for example, Alex Hormozi, right? If I buy a coaching program from Alex Hormozi, I know Alex Hormozi is behind that, right? So it is easy for me to trust Alex Hormozi because I can see a lot of things from him. But that takes a lot of time. That one video that you see from Alex Hormozi takes a lot of time to make, a lot of time to edit, a lot of time to post, a lot of time to get views, right? It just takes a lot of time. So you're not just running a coaching program, right? You're not just doing marketing. You're not just working on product, but you're also building a brand. You're also becoming a guru, right? And if you want your coaching program to do well with high ticket, then you have to become a guru. Like, you have to do it. It just, there is no other way, to be honest. And if you have done it without the face, and I can tell you that it lasted for 2-3 years, maybe, or less, and they folded. Because if you want to keep making money again and again, you have to do this. You have to become a guru so that you can build a brand and people can trust you and people can keep buying you. But that's just one step, right? When they hop on a sales call, salespeople overpromise, they have high expectation, they're not happy, they expect you to reply right away. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong, and anything that can go wrong typically goes wrong. You know the law. So the next thing is do webinar and other stuff like launches, challenges, and different things. You see those all the time, because what happens is that you have people who come from marketing, but they don't buy right away. People are very skeptical of coaching program, right? Because most of the people have been overpromised and under-delivered, right? So they're kind of like skeptical, which makes it, a bad combination, to be honest. So you get all these people from marketing, they don't buy. What do? Like, you say, hey, we're going to do a webinar this month, right? Join, I'm going to teach you all these things. So you do a webinar, you bring all these people, super stressful, right? Everything has to go perfect. And then you do a webinar. And at the end of the webinar, you're like, oh, if you buy my thing, I'm going to give you all this thing. I'm going to lower the price. You always have to do something like that, right? You have to lower the price or give them something new that you haven't done before. And then they finally buy from you, right? Even when they buy, again, there's problem with the sales team, high expectation, coaching. It's just a lot of hassle. If you don't know, that's what it is like running a coaching program. Now, there is a good thing, like, you're going to make a ton of money, right? Even if you have a $10,000 package, you sell 10 people, that's $100,000. But again, that's not really $100,000 because you have to pay 20-25% to the sales team. So that's $75,000. But that's not really a $75,000 because you have to pay for the ads. Where do those customers come from, right? You have to pay for the marketing, right? So maybe 20-25%, right? So let's say $25,000. Now you have to pay for the team. You have coaches, right? You have customer support people. Like, you have all these people. So you end up with 10-20%, at best 30% maybe. And it's not a great business, to be honest. It's a lot of headache for not a lot of profit, to be honest. And I can tell you, that's what I did. You can look me up, look up low ticket offer guy, whatever you want to look me up. I did high ticket. I did the coaching program. I taught people. I was the guru. I taught people. All right. And I can tell you, it's no fun. It's not the fun business you want to be in. Okay. You want the business to serve you. You don't want to be the dancing fairy in your business. You don't want to be that guy or girl. After I was the face, I found a different model, which is that I found a way to do a high ticket without me being in there. So I had somebody else. It was a completely different offer. It was a completely different thing. I was working on the business, and that allowed me to be more free because I didn't have to be the guru. I checked off the guru box because somebody else was the guru. Okay. But the problem was we still had to do a webinar. We still had a sales team. We still had high expectation. We still had a group coaching program. So even though if you figured out to do a high ticket without being the guru, you still have all those problems, right? And when it is faceless, it's not as strong of a brand. You cannot do it for consistently 2, 3, 4 years, right? Offer typically goes in cycles. So it goes up, it goes down. So there's a lot of problems. Now let's talk about what I'm doing now, which is low ticket. And I have a friend, he and I been friend for 3, 4 years now. And it was a time when I was a guru and I was trying to get a guru to replace me in a way, and I didn't have to be a guru, but we'll still keep doing the high ticket. And my friend said, hey, I'm just going to do low ticket. I'm not going to do any high ticket. Again, I'm the low ticket offer guy. I taught people how to build a low ticket offer. I own the domain lowticketoffer.com. That's my domain, right? So I taught people to get a lot of low ticket customers, but you could sell to mid ticket, high ticket membership. Typically, I did high ticket. That's what I did as well. That's what I taught to most of the people. My friend said, hey, I just want to do low ticket. I don't want to do high ticket. And I thought he's never going to make it, but that's what I thought. So I said, hey, I'm going to do low ticket. That's what I know, but I'm also going to do high ticket so I can make a lot of money fast, which is what I did. Okay. It came with a lot of headache, but I did make a lot of money fast. So my friend, it took him some time to build funnel. Low ticket funnel takes a lot of time, but it's just him, with a copywriter or media buyer working with him, and he launches funnel, and slowly it starts working. It is doing $200-$300 per day, and then $500 per day, and then $1,000 per day. So now he's making $30,000 a month. And I'm stressed out. I'm doing all these things, right? And it looks like I'm making $100,000 a month, but I'm only keeping $20,000. Whereas my friend is making $30,000. He's relaxing. He doesn't have to do anything. People buy the course once, okay? It's just one time $27, one time $5 thing. And they get the ebook, they get the guide, they get the course, video course directly through email, and he doesn't have to do anything. So he's like super free. So what does he do? Like, he has all this time now. So he just creates more low ticket funnels. So he just has like 5 or 6 low ticket funnel now. And he just did over $10 million last year. Okay. He did $10 million last year. More than half of that was profit. Okay. That blew my mind. So what I did was I sold my high ticket business. Yes, it was a lot of headache. I was not happy. I was not happy with myself. I was not happy with my team. I just had a lot of issues. So I sold my business, and now I'm doing low ticket completely. So what we're doing is that we're picking a domain. All right. You can think of finance, health, relationship. You can think of business opportunity. You can think of personal development. You can think of any domain, right? So we're in finance domain, and we have an offer that helps people with finance thing. I'm not going to go into detail, but finance things, right? So what we're doing is that we have people buying a one-time course, right? It's a $5 thing, one-time thing. It's a $5 thing. We have other products, other upsells, right? So you know about upsells and downsells. So if you buy $5, we're like, hey, you may want this $20 thing. You may want this $97 thing, right? We have different things in the funnel as they go through. So what we do is that we have this one offer that is making money in the front end. So we're spending $1,000 a day and we're making $2,000-$3,000 a day. Okay. So that's what we're doing just from one funnel. But people don't expect a coaching, right? They don't expect me to answer the thing. Like, it's just $5. They got a book. They don't expect me to help them through everything, right? They just bought a book. They got the book, right? So what's happening is that people are reaching out to us like, hey, we love the book. Can you help me more, right? People are reaching out to us. Like, we don't have to hop on a sales call, like sell them into different things. They're reaching out to us. So that was interesting. We're not doing calls, like, it's just messaging. People are just like messaging us, emailing us, like whatever they can find, right? So again, we don't have sales team. Customers are happy. They read our book. That's the other thing. Like, we have 57 pages of book, right? They read our book. They love our content. That is fantastic. I had not seen that in high ticket. People will watch high ticket, but they would have a lot of complaints. Oh, this is not working. What about this? Right? Which is completely different, right? Whereas here, people buy low ticket, they love our book, they have more questions. Then what do? What we do is that we don't answer the question. Okay, that's a wrong thing. We're not there. We're not a customer support team, right? We're not there to help them. In a sense, we're not there to help them for a price of $5 or $27. What we do is that, hey, would love to help you. Join our membership. And this is a finance membership. So this will be anywhere from $47 to almost $500 a month. And that's why I say pick a domain, because what you're going to do next is that you're going to launch another low ticket offer in that domain. So if you're in finance, you may do tax, right? You may do insurance, you may do credit, you may do different low ticket offers, and that all lead to the same membership. Hey, we'd love to help you. Join the group. How much is the group? $197 a month, $500 a month, $27 a month, right? So you're basically just stacking the group. And eventually what happens is that you just have a lot of people paying every month after month, and you have a really solid, really stable, growing business. Compared to high ticket, people pay once for 2 months, for 3 months, and then they're done. Like they just leave, right? They pay for 3 months, they stay for 3 months, and then they're just gone. Like they don't pay you ever again, right? Here, they keep on paying you every month after month after month, and they're happy to pay you. They engage with you. They ask questions. If you have a call, they hop on a call. It is a very, very different dynamic. I can tell you that it is very, very different dynamic. So that is what we do. We do low ticket, anywhere from $5 to $27. We have upsells, we have downsells, $97, $47, $27, all those things. And then we pick a domain. We have multiple offers in that domain. We send everybody to a membership. All right. So that's what's working right now. I have seen that with multiple people. I told you about my friend. He's doing it. I know multiple people who are doing it. And I can tell you, this is way better than high ticket because you have so much free time. And for the membership, you can find an expert, whatever it is. You want health person? There's so many health creators, health influencers who will be more than happy to help those people. They will be more than happy to work for you, right? So you can find a ton of those people. You can get this going. You can get started within weeks, not even a week, within days, actually. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that changed your perspective, and I'll see you in the next video.